Hello! Welcome to another episode of Turn-Based Tom's Darkest Dungeon Vanilla Campaign. We're throwing Crayon in the treatment ward. Gonna get rid of plus 20% stress if torch is above 75. That's just really not good for how we're playing. I picked out a squad. We need to buy gear. You may have noticed we have some level 3s in our squad. Hint, hint. Monty is getting his level 2 armor. Oops, wrong button. As well as Blangy. Ash and Wearables already had theirs. So we've got the best armor we can get. Unless we upgrade here. We could. That's a possibility. We could trade some things for some deeds. It would help keep them alive. It would cost us all of that money we just made on the last mission. It would help. It would help. It's a lot of investment into this squad at the moment. I decided, I don't recall if I've said, I have decided for sure I'm going for the bank first. So we need to just build up money, and we are not doing a good job of it. So I am going to hold off on buying more gear for them. I don't believe we need any of those classes. We are going to go to the Cove again. We're going to do our first veteran mission. I was debating between that and the Courtyard, because that Houndmaster trinket's pretty cool. While I like the scouting and the minus party surprised, that's only going to be when we have our Houndmaster, which, granted, that could be said for any of these trinkets. They're only for one class. The alternative, though, this medium mission had that sun cloak we failed to get on our massive fail of a mission. This is going to help on every run until we get a lot more good trinkets. This is an auto include on someone. So I want to get this instead. I threw our damage book combo on wearables. Blangy's coming in with this trinket of note. Plus to damage versus blighted. Her thrown dagger also does plus damage versus blighted. If she's out of position, lunge does plus damage for blighted. I think that's going to work out great with Monty in our party with his standard get up. And then Ash has our scouting and trap chance book and just a bit of speed. So that should be good in the Cove. We'll have some blight and somebody who can take advantage of it. Ash, I did not decide to pick up her blight skills. And now that I think about it, I've been so distracted, I completely forgot about buying upgraded skills.
Some may fall.
That is something we're going to do.
On.
It's so cheap. So yeah. Do we want to get one of these blight skills? She'd need to be out of position. Well, maybe not out of position, but she'd have to be moved back for that. And this is only going to be when she's in the front row. It does all of her damage, though, and the blight. So we do need to get that. That's awesome. And then we can use Pierce to move forward. What do we not use? I think we skip that. Impale. I mean, 250 gold, like, for when we want it to actually hit, that 250 is going to be nothing. Speed buff on this, but the same number of blocks. I don't really care. I'm rarely using this, and it's for the blocks. Blangy, pick to the face. I'm not going to upgrade lunge. That's only really used if she's out of position. We are going to upgrade that. You know what? Since we're not getting either for other skills, we'll upgrade the lunge. Easy pickups on Monty. Ash as well. We could have saved 250 on the judgment. Now, I should have spent the measly heirlooms on that before I spent all that money.
The wise hero trains for what she will face.
The bank is 50 portraits. So, I do not want to spend most of the rest of my trinkets to level up those skills some more. So we could trade our busts at 3 to 2. That would put us at 35. Our deeds, though, is 3 to 1. I clicked the wrong button. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. I'm so terrible at this game. I bought deeds instead of portraits. Oh, no. Oh, that's a massive misplay. Oh, that's a huge mistake. The good news is we need deeds for the blacksmith. Where else uses deeds? Wow, that... that was a huge error. I could have had the bank and gotten 5% on my measly pile. Well, I guess that's decided.
Every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
I think I'm going to stand by what I said, though. I'm going to not spend the extra money on these weapons for this squad right this moment. Because that's 10,000. That puts us at 10,000 after we provision. Oh, man, I can't believe yeah, I bought the middle one. I'm pretty sure that's a terrible exchange rate for portraits. So it looks like portraits are the most difficult to obtain. So we're going to need to keep an eye out for portrait quests. But we are going to go grab this sun cloak now. Yep. I don't think it does it left to right. I think it does the order you click it in. So I want to keep it in the order I want. Did we buy a skill for her? I don't think so. Man. That's a shame. I mean, it's not all bad. I used the deeds. Like, the blacksmith needs upgraded. It didn't need upgraded this second because I'm not spending the money, but like, yeah. It would have been nice to be super close on the portraits. Let's go get this sun cloak. Medium run in the cove. So that gives us a full heal plus 2 hunger checks. 3 hunger checks. Bonus food. Never hurts. Just hurts my wallet. 5 shovels. I think 5 shovels should be good. 3 herbs. 4? Do we go 4? Because it's fish, it's coral. Is it anything else? Doesn't look like it. 2 keys. No holy water. We'll cheap out on torches and go with 10 of them. No. We'll not cheap out on torches on our first veteran run. We'll go with 12. Yeah. Oh, so those guys explode if left for too long. So it's a turn counter. I was curious if it was if they took too much damage.
Teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
This is a small medium map. 10 rooms? Yeah, I don't think I would have brought as much food if I knew it was 10 rooms.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
No antiquarian. Okay, so from our first rank, I think on turn 1 we do this. Yeah, for more damage than the Pierce, and it throws Blight. Same accuracy, same crit. I guess I probably should have gone for the pick to the face here. It's unfortunate about the stun.
Slowly, gently.
Also, with her stun
Life is taken.
giving light, we probably could have cheaped out on those 2 torches. Oh, their stun resist is 70 now. Ooh. And by now, I just assume it wasn't 70 in easy. So I think that means we're going to throw a heal here, because she took a big hit.
Obliterated.
Blangy with the big crit.
A death by inches.
Good battle. Okay, we got a big old crab boy. Yeah, 60 health. They're stealthed, so we were definitely moving into a harder part of the game, and one I am not as familiar with because it's been a really long time since I did anything but easy missions. We can't do anything about the stealth. Yeah, we got rid of that skill. So yeah, we're gonna start stacking Blight on the big boy. It's unfortunate she can't throw from the front row and that she's swapping back and forth here. It's not ideal. He's got huge protection, though, so it's good that we have the pick to the face. That's a shame that AoEs can't target the back rank, because they're both stealthed. So we're going to be looking at a lot of stress damage, plus whatever he's got coming for us. Although we got lucky with stun. Okay, a heal. So we get to go forward, and then we're going to get to throw our knife. I could have attacked him. That's a shame. Another stun's not happening. Some bonus damage here to make it pretty much a guaranteed thing that we get a kill on the next attack on him. Still only 4 blight on the upgrade. Do we just double stun? Throw our dagger and
Precision and
crit.
power.
Nice. Not enough blight to kill him, though, unfortunately. Ooh, 8 bleed over 3 rounds. The blight will kill him. I almost clicked, which would have been a huge mistake. He has gone, but this is a 50-50 to kill him if it hits. He won't be going. She can hit the back rank. Rather... Well, I guess with the 50-50, he's going to be throwing the blight down on the back row anyway. So if it doesn't kill her, that's fine. As long as he catches the damage or blight from Monty. Definitely using that bandage. That was a good lucky loot pickup.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And then hopefully we get a turn to heal.
The bigger the
And then if we're lucky, we get another couple
the
heals
greater the
before
glory.
the Oracle goes. Party heal this time? Sure.
Continue
Stress
the
it?
onslaught. Destroy them all.
So we got a pretty good scout. I'll use a shovel. We bought extras just for this. So that paid for the shovel and got us a bit of gold profit. 100% of room battles means we have to go this way. I'm going to grab this curio and then go back. I'm not going to go grab the trap disarm because our stress is so low. It just doesn't seem necessary. Compared to the backtracking with the chance of a hunger check and the torch and all that.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
We already have one of these. We don't need holy water. That being said, we don't need all this food. So we can just eat it. And take that for now. We got an easy hallway battle. This is nice.
The light, the promise of safety.
Ooh, big crit, but unfortunately just not quite enough to kill.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
If he gets the blight, nice. That's enough to kill him. Wait, why'd that do? Oh, that was noxious, not. The stun resist on there means we're gonna go for the heal. Ooh, got the dodge.
The slow death, unforeseen.
Can we get the dodge?
Unforgiving.
No, we're taking 9. Heal.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
It's a lot of crests. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we don't need those. And the anti-venom's not useful for curios at all. Except for this one curio. It's only 5 health or 5 stress. 6 stress heal. So no big deal that we did not get it. It's not that good. Bare hands, though, is a risk of a disease. I don't want to risk that for the buff that it gives. This is a rough battle. Them being stealthed and us not having something to deal with it.
Well struck.
Do we get some blocks to hope that they hit her? She can then throw her knives. It's going to be a longer battle. I think we're going to do that. Those knives did nothing. 50% protection is rough. Dodging the stun, also rough. Oh, that was a big hit. It's not going to kill, but it'll be enough. He's out of position. I was going to say it'll be enough for Monty to get the kill with the Blight on the back ranks, but unfortunately, we can't do that. I think healing is the only option. Although stunning was probably a better option. Luckily, it just used up one of our blocks. That's what it was there for. Because with her health being low, she could take the hit, go to death's door, rather than her health still being low. She'll take the hit and go to death's door. Monty's out of position, so we have to remember that. So if we want the kill, we're going to have to do that. Oh, that was a painful whiff. Painful whiff. She does have another lunge. She could also stay here and just keep throwing daggers.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We're just not getting the stuns off on him this fight. Oh, he caught the bleed. was hoping to resist that. If you resist that bleed, that attack is not doing much at all. Now, unfortunately, we can't lunge the back rank. Because I'm not going to be able to use Wearable's Blight attack skill. Because it puts our Plague Doctor Monty out of position. There's no way she's... Well... Not only would it have to hit, it would have to do max damage or crit. I think we're going to just try our luck at us. There we go.
Their formation is broken.
Okay.
Maintain the offensive.
So, can we heal up a lot? We can't move him back, or the Vestal... She could party heal. We could use a party heal. Can't use the Blight skill. Like I was saying, it would put the Vestal way out of position. Self Cure Blight Bleed. Unfortunately, it's not Monty Cure Blight Bleed. And he is going to die, so I get one party heal out of that.
Momentary abatement.
We're going to have to camp as soon as possible.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
So this is one of those times where it lets you...
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Let the narrator talk. This is one of the times where you can use the firewood and then loot what's left. Feast, absolutely. Wow, we're on the second room. This is a lot harder. We have to prevent nighttime ambush. Stress isn't as big of a deal as health. Heals HP, removes bleeding. Bonus, gives us 10 accuracy. Removes blight and bleeding, heals. So we self-medicate.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
We wound care here. And we have 3 left, so... Armor piercing on everyone? Minus some stress. And grab a supply item. Give somebody accuracy and dodge. Blangy's accuracy, I feel, is fantastic. Wearables... It's just not quite there. That said, do I want accuracy and dodge? Over stress. I don't think we're doing the armor piercing. If we stress, we could also get a item, which might be a bandage, which would be helpful. Don't have anywhere to put it, but it'd be helpful. Oh, it's only 4 battles. Oh, well. Still, that's 4 battles.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Which... This can reduce stress. So I guess that works out, and I accidentally made the right choice. I think this room was scouted. Oh, yeah, you can see the art right here, and it's not here. Still, though, it's only 3. We've got the disarm. We can grab some more loot. Big scout. And now we make our way north.
Purchase. Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Hunger check right there is actually good. All of our people needed health. We have at least 1 more room battle. And then 4 rooms, we don't know what's in them. I feel like this should be a lot easier than the crab. Chip damage on everybody. I'd rather have him possibly just be dead. In this case, he's not. But that also stopped us from getting stress. Wow. Stun resist to 30%. Still missed. Shield breaker's getting messed up. If we throw some more blight on here, he'll die in 2 turns. We could make it 1. Okay, bit of stress is fine. Awesome. Good job, wearables. That was a big kill. That was a big kill. We're going to catch another stab. But if we stun these 2, we won't get more stress. And then she'll be able to... make sure we don't get that stab there. Now heals. Crit heal. Awesome. Perfect timing, Ash. That was fantastic. Now she's going to probably just party heal. Unfortunately, it was a dot kill, so we can't throw blight on both of them. So we'll throw the better blight on the first one. $89, 8 to 15, 89, 9 to 17 plus more blight. He's done. We get our party heal. Crit on the wrong person, but not complaining. And then we're probably going to get another 20 stress before we get to kill him. 30 stress. Yeah.
A devastating blow.
We get a crit, which unfortunately is 1 off. I was wanting to get more heals. I think another round of healing is going to be worth the extra stress from him.
momentary abatement.
Crusader's
As victories
Seal.
mount, so
Well,
too will resistance.
Defender's Seal for the Crusader. Take that. Grab these 2 curios and then go this way. I don't think that we are strong enough to be picking fights we don't have to pick. And we've still got 2 more hallway battles before at least 1 more. Let's see. 1 more room battle. Sorry, my brain was just like, yeah, let's go to the next thought. This is not worth walking forward for. And if we walk to the other one, we have to backtrack a lot. So I'm just going to skip the whole thing. And we're going to go this way. Alright, please be a nice, easy one. I really wish that skill was hitting for more damage. It's always hitting at the low end. I'm just getting unlucky rolls. Stun. I don't think that they do much unless they explode.
A powerful blow.
Whereas I know the spear hurts a lot. Well, on his turn he'll take the blight and then he'll die to blight the next turn. So pick to the face here. That doesn't kill him, and that heal's not great. Let's just get it on there, because then we can let him die to it on his next turn, and we can heal next turn. And then at some point we can kill the Oracle when we can see her. So we're going to have to start bringing some de-stealthing skills when we do these veteran dungeons. That said, I don't think we're doing these veteran dungeons. It's going to require just so much money to get characters with the armor and weapons and skills that they need. And we really just need to save money, so... Unless there's trinkets we really want, I think we're going to be just sticking on easy missions for a lot longer. Oh, I didn't realize she healed him. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's unfortunate, especially if he explodes. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, that shouldn't have happened. I didn't realize that she had healed him. I would have attacked him with the first person, whoever it was, I don't remember. Oh, that's so bad. So bad. We were in a fine spot.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Man, that was not good. We have at least 1 more turn before the reinforcements, it turns out. Sure, swap places. Would I rather have to fight reinforcements and try to get fully healed up, or go into the next battle and try to heal up? I don't know if the reinforcements are like a guy or 2, or is it like a whole new battle. So, on the assumption it's a whole new battle worth of people, we might as well just go to the next battle
These
and heal
nightmarish
there.
creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I'm just going to rearrange my inventory, kind of the order of stuff. So this is like supplies. Hey, we actually need these. We can't get rid of this stuff. This end is the I'm not throwing it away. heirlooms. Gold. The might throw it away stuff is then all kind of here. Deeds are definitely coming. It's just a matter of over what. And I'll probably take the blood also. Citrines are the worst. I already have this, I believe. Unless I lost it when that leper died. Sigmund. I don't think we have this. I also don't think it's that great. But it'd be nice to, you know, have one for our collection. We're definitely keeping this in case we run into a coral. There's a fish there. We might not even use it. I'm going to take the deeds over that. It's just, I'm not going to use it. And even though it'd be nice to have one just to have one, not worth 3 deeds. That being said, it's one less thing I have to carry for a while. We might even get herbs back. Unfortunately, no. We got bandages. 2 onyxes, though, and I clicked through it too quick to see what else. But 1,000 gold, can't complain with that, right? We still have enough for 2 hunger checks if I feed her twice. We don't have a room battle here, but we do have a hallway battle. Hopefully it's another easy one. Okay, well the good news is there's not 2 oracles. I think we want to do this. We need to be a little bit smarter about living. The dodge didn't use my block, so that's nice. He's got the blight, but because of the protection it's only 4 to 7, whereas the pick to the face is going to be doing more since it pierces armor. Definitely party healing. That was good. Could argue for a stun, but I'm hoping I'll either dodge, fantastic, go Monty, or I was hoping to resist the bleed, because the couple damage from it's not the end of the world. Another dodge. Okay, this is going splendidly. It's fine to swap places with her, with Blangy, because she's going to pick to the face anyway. We could alternatively, between the 2, kill off the Oracle.
A momentary.
That'll save us stress damage. Also, these Oracles have been healing, and that'll save us another 2 attacks worth of damage we'd have to chew through on the crab. 6 to 10, though, I'm not loving those odds. But Blangy never lets me down. She always crits with her knives. I would guess it's probably 80% crits with those knives over the campaign. I feel like she's always doing that. We're going to keep party healing. It's working out so far.
Can be healed,
Famous last words.
but never hidden.
And I believe that's the kill. 1 blight short. Depending on how that goes, 9 is a lot. I was going to say that's actually a good thing because it'll give us a chance to heal up. Unfortunately, he's out of position to get his heal. I'm going to party heal. I'm going to heal her. Just a single target for 6. Try to make up most of that damage.
Their cursed champion falls.
Hellion only.
Success so clearly in view.
Max HP,
Or
but
is it
minus stun
merely a
resist.
Trick of the light.
It is an uncommon. We'll get rid of the bandages. I'm going to regret that when we get bled out by another crab. Got to make sacrifices for loot. things. Barehanded, these aren't worth touching. Blight, Bleed, Disease, Debuff Resist of 33% until camp. But it's only a 3/4 chance. The other quarter of the time you're getting a disease. Okay, we are down to 1 shovel.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
It's unfortunate the portrait's only stacked to 3. 2 hallways. Throwing this shovel away for this seems beyond risky. We have hit like 4 obstacles though. The alternative is throw away the skeleton key. Which we have a room battle. We could also get rid of torches. If the room battle's here, we're going to be at half light though.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I'm not going to be super greedy. We're going to keep the light up for that last room. We're going to get rid of this armlet instead. Good hunger check. Good dodge. If we didn't keep the other one, we're not keeping this one. So it is the last room. Another hunger check would actually be nice. If not, I would have eaten the food on the last square. Another dodge on the trap. That's great. We dodged 2 of those in a row. I used the last herbs on that fish because I was like, well, there's only a couple more hallways. We can grab some loot now. We might get another herb from the fish. That's unfortunate. Barehanded is either -10 stress or plus 25 stress. So I don't think, as good as that could be, the downside is way worse. So we're going to keep walking and fight our last battle before we get out of this veteran mission. Our first veteran mission of the campaign. I think we just have to go for the attempt at the double stun. And we need to kill him. We can't afford to have him explode. Good kill, Ash. Wearables can then hopefully just smack a jellyfish around. There's a chance to kill though, so I'm going to go for the one that hasn't acted. We'll start blighting him up. This. Nice. Awesome. This battle went really well. Pretty much nothing he can do now that is scary,
Masterfully
especially with a
executed.
crit for 22 from wearables, and with it being the last
Decisive
thing we're doing on this dungeon.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
The red hook, unfortunately, no holy water because we would be able to get rid of a negative quirk. Barehanded, though, is a very small chance of that. Otherwise, it's stress, which I don't think is going to be worth it. So if it works, we save ourselves a ton of money on trying to get rid of that at some point. If it doesn't work, she's stressed out. And we could spend the money to get rid of the stress and we'd still be ahead. Unfortunately, 50% chance of nothing happening. And that's what happened. So, let's get out of here. Our first veteran mission complete.
Wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
We got our sun cloak. Happy with that. 15,000. We probably spent 5. So looks like a lot of heirlooms too. Unfortunately, a lot of crests, but that's how it always is. Still 6 portraits and 6 deeds. Kleptomaniac.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
So Ash, guess where you're going? Bye-bye. Let's check on our courtyard option. Antiquarian, damage versus blighted, and crit versus blighted. Well, we are definitely not going to the courtyard for that. So yet again, another week of putting off the start of the courtyard. I do want to do it. I want to get there. Stop seeing that stupid town event. But I just want it to be worthwhile. We did have that one good one last week for the Houndsmaster, and there have been a few that are like, that's cool, but unfortunately the Vestal one was mace damage instead of like heals or stuns or something, which I would assume is what her other trinket is. If you didn't know, there's 2 trinkets for each class in the Crimson Court, like the Crimson Court trinkets that it says there in red. And if you wear both of them, you get the grayed out abilities at the bottom. So we're not going for that. We're just trying to find a good trinket, which we've yet to see. So I'll figure out where we're going next, do some town upkeep, and hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you for the next one. Hope you have a good night.